Hello and welcome to Creative Crafting World. Today this video is all about our Posy boxes, so I will just show you the two different sizes that you get on our CD-ROMs. Now this is whether you have a Pollyanna CD-ROM or DVD-ROM, or whether you have one of our newest designers, Bree Merryn DVD-ROMs. On there you will always find, for each of the animals, you will find one of these Posy boxes. Now we do a small one. I hold them both up, you can see we've got a shorter one and a slightly taller one. The same principle works in both, so what I'm going to do today is just take you through the steps on how to actually build these. So I'm just going to take a seat and I'll show you how these work. So we'll just put those to one side. We are going to be working with the Bree Merryn DVD-ROM, CD-ROM today, and this is the very sweet little doggy that we're going to be designing with. So what I'm going to show you is how it all comes together. So when you're on your laptop, what you need to print off are the three different elements. So you want the one with the lid, hopefully you can see these. So you want the one with the lid section on. Obviously it is all written out for you as well, and you have your base. You then need to have this sheet here, which is your side panels. And then you also need the inner top lid. Okay, so what you would do is print these on, say, something around a 200 GSM, just to give you lots of rigidity for when building your boxes. All the details are written on there, so about score lines and cut lines. I'd also recommend that you print out one of the lovely backing sheets. That's so that you can line the boxes. If I just show you on one of the other ones, it just finishes off your project really well. So one of those as well. So I'm going to move those to one side and show you what I've done. So what you should have is, when you finish cutting them out, you'll have your base for the lid. So that's that bit. So you can see all these lines. So I would definitely crease all those, and then we'll glue those in place in just a second. So just follow those score lines, fold them like so. Very easy. You can do it freehand, or you can also do it on your scoreboard. It is up to you on what your preference is. So those are all done. So what I'm going to do is just glue all those down in just a second. Obviously you have your base, which I have lined with the paper. I've done one of them already done for you, and then that's the other one. So I'm just going to firstly cut that last pieces out, just so that you can see how easy it is to do. So print it on card. If you're clever, you could obviously double side print and have the backing paper already on the back. So then obviously all you've got to do is just cut the front section out. That's a cheater sort of way of doing it, rather than having to layer an extra piece of copier paper with the backing paper on. So I'm just going to trim those bits out. So then we've got our two side pieces. I would recommend that you get a scoreboard out at this point. So I'm going to find mine, which has typically disappeared because I need it. No, bear with me. Right, I'm back. I found the scoreboard. So you will see you have these white guidelines. These are the ones that we need to score. So obviously just line them up on your scoreboard and give them a good old score. You'll have to keep adjusting it on your scoreboard because they don't sit flush with those score lines. So just keep adjusting so that that white line is where you can easily score. You also need to do the edge, sorry, spin it around too many times there for everybody. We just need to score that end panel there as well. So now you've done 1, 2, 3, 4 there. Turn it round, and then you also need to do the same so that you get those little semicircles scored as well. Just on the one side, mind you. So we've done one, so I'm going to put the second one in and do the same on this one. So again, just the one side to start with. I'll show you why in a minute. Let me just get that layered up. It's slipped, there we go. And then just do the sides again, so bear with me. We'll just line this up and score all those. So again, it's the white lines that you're following as your guide. And that, oh, no, it moved. That one, and the last one is that little end tab like so. So again, you've got one of those where they are all bent over. That's going to be your bottom. This is going to be your top. So let's do the same with this one. Which side did I score? That one. So just fold those over. They're going to be our base pieces. Okay, so these are here so that you can attach your box sides together. So we're going to be gluing them like so, on the inside I should say, and then the same thing all the way around. So just give them a good old bend just to make sure all those score lines are nice and burnished. So just do all of those, hopefully you can all see. So again, we're just going to burnish those just like so. So we'll move our scoreboard out the way now. Just to finish off all your scoring, just get sure that your topper, all those pieces on the side there, all those funny little semicircles are also done. So eventually it should look like that. So that's that bit done. We've got our base ready to go, we've got our sides ready to go, and obviously we have our lid as well. So I'm just going to glue all those in place and I'll show you where we are once I've done that, so bear with me. So we're at the gluing stage. As I said, what I'm going to do is I've already started to put the pieces together. So what I wanted to show you is this is the base for your lid. So what you do is you just put glue along each of the thinner strips like so, and then you just tuck those inside behind that next rectangle and repeat that process all the way around. You might need some little pegs or some paper clips if you're going around. I'm using some pin flare glue it book binding glue, just because I know it holds really well. So that is your lid, and then what will happen is that's going to sit nice and neatly over the top like so. So we can get that glued in place. So again, just a little bit of glue around the top, and obviously just work it out based on getting those level with the shape inside. Give yourself, you will find you get a little bit of a lip all the way around. That's perfect. That's so that the box lid pops up and down off our base. So that is our lid all done. So I've already started to construct the side wall. So as you can see, what I've done is glue the panel off the first piece onto the inside. So now we've got a join. So now we just need to close our outer wall together. So again, we're just using a little bit of the book binding glue just along the edge there, and again just line it up, just make sure that those white lines where the semicircles are all hit the next ones, and that you are covering and line up next to that white line of the wall of the box. So you should now have something that looks like so. Now obviously you have these bits which I asked you to score and fold down. That is what's going to help hold your base together. Okay, so this can be the little slightly trickier bit. There are lots of different ways, lots of people have lots of different methods. I find doing one at a time or a couple at a time is a lot easier. So what I'm going to do is pop the glue base lid on for you, and then I'll come back to you and show you where we are. So we're back, we have got our base all glued in. As you can see, it's all in place and it's all nice and neat at the bottom. Obviously we've had our lid and that's been drying. Now there are a couple of ways to do this. My preferred method is to leave the sides up like we have with the Pollyanna ones as well. Left the side panels up and then the top one fits over the top. So again, it's about lining it up. Just make sure that obviously if you have printed your papers, they are all nice and firmly stuck down. I'll lift it up just so you can see what I'm doing. I'm tucking that side wall of our lid inside, and then what happens is those little semicircles all sit over the top, and that's your box completely finished. Now that is obviously one of our Bree Merryn ones, and that's the shorter one. You can obviously make it in taller, it'd be a slightly different colour scheme. Again, this is one of our Pollyanna ones, and again, if I just tuck those inside, you can see how well they go together. And then this is one of our slightly taller ones from Pollyanna, but again, you can make these with the Bree Merryn ones as well. And there you go, it's just slightly bit taller. Fantastic for jewellery, candles, all sorts of things like that as a special gift for somebody. So if you'd like to have a go, then pop onto the CD-ROMs, either Pollyanna or Bree Merryn. If you choose the character that you like, and I think it's usually around the third, maybe fourth, fifth sort of pages along, you'll come across the Posy boxes. Print all those sheets off, follow the tutorial, and I can guarantee you'll have some fantastic gift boxes to play with. You can always pop over to our website as well, at Creative Crafting World, to purchase any extra DVD-ROMs or CD-ROMs if you want them. Any other questions, please do just drop us a note on our YouTube channel and we can answer those for you. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. Bye-bye.